I've seen people sit in pool rooms and literally argue, like loudly argue about what game is more difficult or what game is better, 8-ball or 9-ball. And it's so stupid. It's such a waste of energy. And I mean, they'll be sitting there yelling at each other. All pool games are difficult. Pool's a difficult game. They're two different animals. It's like dog people arguing with cat people. You know, there's no winner of that argument. If you like dogs, you like dogs. It's fine. If you like cats, you like cats. I think it's best to like both cats and dogs. Just like in pool, it's best to play all games because all games will improve your overall game. Your 8-ball game will improve your 9-ball game, and your 9-ball game will improve your 8-ball game. But anyway, this coming week I'll be inventing 16-ball, and my game is going to be better than all y'all's games. Hey, I'm going to need your help developing the rules to that, and we'll get to it next week. Let's get on with this video, man. Let's pull to a graphic and look at this layout. Here's the 8-ball. So if we choose the solids, this is probably going to be the key ball before we shoot the 8-ball. That 6-ball sitting there, and that's kind of in a screwy position. The reason that's going to be the key ball is because we're going to have to start uptown and take care of uptown and work our way downtown. And I just don't like where that 6-ball is. So if we choose the stripes, this 12-ball is probably going to be the key ball. And the problem with that is I don't like where this 5-ball is. If we choose the stripes and we start downtown and then work uptown, we're going to have some problems here too. And it means we're going to be shooting that 12-ball, the key ball, from this side of the table. And I would love to just hit a stop shot on that 12-ball, but there's no way to see it full from anywhere on the table unless I knock that 5-ball out of the way. Or I suppose I could get in between the 5 and the 12, but you're asking for a lot there. Another problem we have on the stripes is this 11-ball. The 4-ball's blocking the pocket, so that's going to be an issue too. Now, none of this is to say there's only one option to run this table. There's probably a million options. And my way isn't always going to be the best way or the one that you agree with. Try to figure it out your way and do it your way depending on what you're good at. Yeah, well, I like a challenge, so we're going to choose the stripes and we're going to start downtown.
This is what it ended up in right here. Stop this. I can't tell. Okay.
Yeah, see, I didn't get real good on that 13-ball, so I just kind of rolled it up a little bit. But if I had thought that through, I would have saw that I could have rolled up further and get right behind that 13-ball to shoot it up here. And that would have made the rest of this rack a little bit easier. Now I have some issues. And the plan is to shoot the 14, come off the side rail, and come back to right about this position right here, and then go 3 rails behind the 11-ball. And then just roll up on the key ball. The 12, that, I might have to settle for a little bit of a tough shot, but as long as I don't go too hard into the 7, I should be right on the 8-ball, and it should be outable. Maybe I should have chose the solids, eh? You like a challenge. Good gravy, dude.
Yes. There you go.
Yeah, well, I really didn't want to bang into that 11, and although the 11 just bounced up right back where it was, the cue ball went back down the table. And now I'm left with a really funky angle on the 10 to get back behind the 11. And I believe I was trying, it just barely skimmed the 1 ball there, slow it down, and now we have another issue here. If you just roll this shot, into the pocket and the side pocket right there, the cue ball is going to wind up right here for a dreadful angle on the 12, and you're going to have to find a safety. There is another option of jacking way up high on the cue ball and drawing it back to this rail and bouncing it off and kind of hoping you get in some kind of window for that 12 ball with a decent enough angle to get on the 8. But you would really have to jack up high, and every time you do that, you need to be even more accurate than normal. And you're just kind of asking for a rattle right there, and it can see back to your opponent who's just going to run out and beat you. So I'm just going to go down the table and bounce off that short rail to get in that window between that 8 and that 6 to either shoot the 12 ball in the side or all the way up there in the corner and go back 3 rails on it, depending on exactly where I get here.
You kind of block the 8 a little bit. Maybe not. It's nice if I could kick that in. I screwed that one up.
Here's a typical 9-ball rack, and because of the position of that 7-ball right there, I'm going to have to roll up on the 2 to the 3 and play the combination on the 3, 4, and just take it from there. Just have to be careful not to get too straight in on that 2 because you're rolling up pretty far. You don't want to scratch. So I'm shooting this a little harder than you would think I would because I want the 3 ball to bounce out. And this is just a matter of rolling the 3 ball up into the side pocket and bouncing off the side rail for a shot on 5. And just trying to get straight in there. I don't know if I did. I can't tell from this angle. Not quite. I had to go off the rail to get on 6. And now I'm just going down table for a shot on the 7 ball on the side to just pull back on the 8 ball, which is sitting there on the rail. And I needed to stay on the right side of that 7, but I got on the left side, so now I need the rail, and the English did not take off that side rail, and I got super bad on the 8 ball. So, yeah, I suppose you could play safety here, but I'm going to bank it, and the problem with banking it is you're losing control of the cue ball, and now I got another bank to get out. And I'm in the middle of having a conversation with somebody in this room right here, so yeah, I took a good look at the bank, and that bottom rail's a little bit funky, but I should be able to get out here.
He was working over at his friend's house, and he's trying to get his house finished. Yeah. So he might be over there. He said he's just about finished. He's been working with him, Danny. He's been working on Danny's house.
I haven't seen him over there. I live right around the corner. I haven't seen his car.
Well, I don't know unless he got a girlfriend.
Might be in jail. So I know when he's here because his name's always up. He's always playing snooker nowadays.
Oh yeah, he plays in the mornings a lot.
And his name's never up on the board. It's always
Randall
and Don. Yeah, I know the ink's not going to last forever and it's probably going to skid all over the table, but right now it's the best I can do and it's just temporary. If one of you pool ball companies, Aramith, Cyclop, want to make me some 16 balls, that would be groovy. And I also need a 4x4 rack, Mr. Chris Renfro, my old buddy. Can you take care of that for me? I appreciate it. You know what else we need? We need a trivia question. And Mark Hillier, you're exempt from this. I'm really sorry. Name the pool player who has won more professional pool tournaments throughout pool history than anyone else.